Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 71st edition of Englishing with James. I'm your host, Brandon Loveshire. It's really me, I promise. But today we're talking about zombies. And if you think the Plants versus Zombies head is cool, you really should check out IG right now. Because I'm definitely zombified on the IG, just so you know. Okay, people, this is exciting. I love zombie movies. And I also love zombie TV shows. Okay, hold on one second here. What's going on with IG? That's a shame because I had everything all set up on IG. I'm being told it's not working. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Okay, one moment. Okay, almost live on IG. It says we're live. Can you see me? Yeah, that's a cockroach on my face, by the way. Okay, testing on IG. Okay. Get off me. Okay, now that we're fully zombified. Okay, guys. Before we get started with all of the gore and frightfulness, it's time to do the COVID report first. Got to do it. But I can't share my screen. Okay, let's see if we can do something about that. Okay, now we can. All right, on to the COVID report. Here we go. Speaking of zombies, no, I'm just joking. Total case numbers, guys. 190,799,472. Total deaths, 4,099,194. Total recoveries, 1,852,764. Yeah, that's my brain's coming out. Oh, hey, look, it's really me. It's me. No, it's not. Okay. All right. Today we're going to refer to total deaths as zombies. In the United States, where I'm from, currently, I shouldn't say currently, total case number 34,953,937. Hi, Celia. Can I wave? IG will not let me wave. That is bogus. Total zombies, 624,715. And total recoveries, 29,369,181. It didn't show wave. I don't know. I'm going to eat this bug, though. Get in here. It likes that spot. I don't know. Okay, on to Europe, where I'm currently living. Serbia, to be exact, we have 718,465 total cases, 7,080 zombies, and total recovery 709,307. All right. On to Asia, where about 95% of my students are from. India leads the pack with 31,106,065 total zombies. I shouldn't say that. It's so bad. 413,640 total. And recovery is the best part. 30,269,796. All right. On to Taiwan next. All right. Taiwan is at 15,390 total cases, 764 zombies, 13,509 total recoveries. And let me just see where the daily case number is now. Only 12 yesterday. That's great, Taiwan. See, you're healing. My students from Taiwan are so scared. No need to be. It's all good. Okay, and now, Hong Kong with 11,957 total cases, 212 zombies, 11,677 total recoveries. Okay. Not bad. Okay, where's Hong Kong's daily case number? Just real fast before we move on to our next order of business. One new case in Hong Kong. Look at that. Hong Kong, you're on it. Good job. All right. It's going to do it for the 71st COVID report. Now it's time for some astrology, people. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, here we go with some astrology. Everyone. We will start off with Aries, of course. Aries, after a stumble out of the gate this week, you were able to gain an important breakthrough. I can't wait until some of my followers here jump on Instagram. I'm really curious if they like my new, look that I'm putting out there. Okay. Oops. I just lost my screen. Okay. After a stumble out of the gate this week, you are able to gain an important breakthrough. This week begins with Mars in Leo in your house of romance, making an inconjunct to Neptune in Pisces in your house of confusion. Today, you could be led down the wrong path by someone with an attractive smile. Ugh, that's never good. This is a relationship situation you've been in before, one you may have promised yourself you wouldn't do again. Put the pause on love today until your head is clear. Good advice. Okay, on Monday with Mercury in Cancer in your house of home and family, makes a square to Chiron in your own sign of Aries. Your family comes to your rescue today. You get the support you need. Whether it be emotional or financial, Aries, a relative is ready to help you. And accepting their help can be healing for both of you. All right. On to Taurus. This week, you could get your wires crossed temporarily. Taurus, clear instructions arrive just in time. This week begins with Mars in Leo in your house of dwellings, making an inconjunct to Neptune in Pisces in your house of technology. Today, there could be problems at home related to electricity, water, or power. Sparks could fly as you find you are unable to get things done without making considerable adjustments. Now your plans have to give way to new priority. On Monday with Mercury in Cancer in your house of communication, makes a square to Chiron in your house of healing. You have the opportunity to hear some healing words from a surprising source. If you have difficulty with a sibling, cousin, or another close relative, you may hear a different tune from them today. This is a great opportunity to continue the conversation in a positive vein. Now you can build a bridge of understanding. Okay. Looking good, Taurus. Gemini is next. All right, Gemini. There is a financial opportunity on the horizon. This week, there could be a pot of gold in sight. This week begins with Mars in Leo in your house of communication, making an inconjunct to Neptune in Pisces in your house of career. Today, use caution when sending out emails to your team and especially to your supervisor. Be aware that you're using the reply all button and group texts. A miscommunication may require some explaining. We've all done that one before, haven't we? On Monday with Mercury in Cancer in your house of cash money makes a square to Chiron in your house of the future. Gemini, this is a great day to get on a budget. Look at joining the debt-free journey or funding your retirement savings. You may not have been great at planning in the past, but now the healing energy of Chiron sits in your house of the future. Choices you make today could have you dancing with delight in the future. Excuse me. All right, on to Cancer. I just feel like talking like a zombie for the next hour. Just Walking Dead zombies, of course. Okay, Cancer. There could be challenges getting you what you need this week. That is, until you break some rules. This week begins with Mars and Leo in your house of money, making an inconjunct Neptune and Pisces in your house of beliefs. Today, a potential money-making opportunity may be outside your comfort zone. Hi, Jane Jane. Welcome to the show. Will it let me wave? Yes. I waved. Wait. Where was it? Maybe outside your. Okay, perhaps you believe there is an upper limit to what you can make. Or you may have some negative money messages from childhood. Cancer, as these thoughts come to light, you can clear out blocks to prosperity. Thank you very much, Jane Jane. I think so too. He won't go. I don't know. All right. Take some time today to journal about your emotions. On Monday, in your own sign of Cancer, makes a square to Chiron in your house of career. A supervisor could come through for you today. This can be an unexpected boon, leaving you both surprised and delighted. This person may stand up for you to upper management or be willing to give you a recommendation for a transfer within the company or even for a new job. Okay. On to Leo. This week, you are receiving messages from the universe. Leo, it's time to read the signs. I like this. This week begins with Mars in your own sign of Leo, making an inconjunct to Neptune and Pisces in your house of resources. A promise is broken today, or someone may be bending the truth. A bank or institution may not give you the interest rate they promised, or an investment may not come through as you had hoped. Today, it's important to only invest in things you are familiar with. Obfuscation is quite possible today. Okay, on Monday with Mercury in Cancer in your house of intuition makes a square to Chiron in your house of faith. Today, your guardian angel is with you, watching over you and helping guide you in the right direction. It's good to be aware of the signs today. If something doesn't work, move on to something else. If the road ahead is blocked, take that as an omen that you are on the wrong road. Today, being flexible is the key. All right, Leo, you heard it. Universe is trying to talk to you. Okay, on to Virgo. I have to do it. Virgo, healing energy comes from friends. This week, someone close to you inspires you to seek a new path. This week begins on Sunday with Mars and Leo in your house of intuition, making a challenging inconjunct to Neptune. In Pisces, in your house of relationships. Today, you could be quite certain you know what your sweetheart is thinking and yet still miss it by a mile. It's easy to get your wires crossed today. This aspect could obscure the vibrations you usually pick up so easily. Today, it's like trying to thread a needle in the dark. I've done that before, by the way. On Monday, with Mercury in Cancer in your house of friendships, makes a square to Chiron in your house of resources. Virgo, you could be smiling ear to ear when you realize a friend is going out of their way to support you. This person is ready to listen to your plans for the future. Reach out to them and tell them what's in your heart. Oh, sweet Virgo. Okay, Libra. This week, you could be vacillating on an important career question, but Libra, a clear choice will emerge. The universe promises. This week begins with Mars and Leo in your house of community, making an inconjunct to Neptune in Pisces in your house of work. You may feel uninspired when you look at your work week ahead. Libra, you may be dreaming of doing something important and helping the community. This is a worthy goal. Today's a good day to envision a new way of working and making a living. Ask the universe for inspiration, and over the coming week, ideas will flow in. Excuse me. All right, on Monday, with Mercury in Cancer in your house of reputation, makes a square to Chiron in your house of partnerships. Today, you can expand your circle of friends by meeting people connected to your job or a group you belong to. You can start chatting with people online and find common interests. If you're looking for love, this is an ideal time to pull a friend aside and ask for love advice. But make sure that friend is experienced in love. That's my advice. That's not in the horoscope. All right, on to Scorpio. Scorpio, mystical happenings are occurring. This week, the universe is speaking directly to you. The universe is really speaking to us this week. How does the universe's voice sound? Okay, this week begins on Sunday with Mars and Leo in your house of career, making an inconjunct to Neptune in Pisces in your house of risk-taking. Today, you may be feeling very unenthusiastic about your job, but this energy is not conductive for taking a big leap at the moment. You have inclinations and ideas, but your plans need more time. Now be a general and plan your campaign to find meaningful work. All right, on Monday with Mercury in Cancer in your house of certification and diplomas, makes a square to Chiron in your house of work. If you own a diploma from an institution, this is a good time to connect with the administration and get that piece of paper. Scorpio, you may also be looking at returning to college. You may be getting ready by gathering study materials or meeting with advisors. Consider testing now for certification for a real estate or notary public license. Career advice. Okay, on to Sagittarius. All right, this week, a firm no turns into a maybe. Sagittarius, you're on the right track. This week begins on Sunday with Mars and Leo in your house of spirituality, making an inconjunct to Neptune and Pisces in your house of ancestors. As you grow spiritually, you may find yourself moving away from some of your childhood beliefs. Now you are becoming more confident in your connection to the universe. Today's a good day to look at bringing spiritual practices into your daily life, such as prayer, reading sacred texts, or meditation. You could also do a walking meditation, write in a gratitude journal, or say affirmations. On Monday, with Mercury in Cancer in your house of resources makes a square to Chiron in your house of offspring. If you have kids, nieces, and nephews, you may feel called to help them out financially at this time. Why didn't anybody ever tell my aunts or uncles this? You may be talking to your kids about allowances, or perhaps you are sending off birthday gifts to grandchildren. Sagittarius, it's beneficial to set up investment accounts for younger relatives at this time. All right, on to Capricorn. Maybe. All right. Capricorn, a romantic fantasy could become a reality. Ooh. This week, being willing to listen will be the key. This week begins with Mars and Leo in your house of resources, making an inconjunct to Neptune and Pisces in your house of agreements. This is difficult energy for signing an agreement or giving the final approval on a contract. If you have been thinking about buying a car or signing a purchase and sales agreement for a condo, know that there could be difficulties today. It would be great to wait until later in the week to deal with legal matters. If you must sign, read every provision carefully as you see if you can negotiate the points that are not to your liking. On Monday, with Mercury in Cancer in your house of relationships, makes a square to Chiron in your house of home and family. A family member may come to you and ask for forgiveness. There could have been a period of estrangement, or perhaps they just stepped on your toe moments ago. Their request is sincere, and you have an opportunity to heal a wound today. Okay. On to Aquarius. Aquarius, you make a surprising realization about yourself this week. This could give you a boost in confidence. This week begins with Mars and Leo in your house of relationships, making an inconjunct to Neptune and Pisces in your house of finances. While you may agree with your sweetheart on every point imaginable today, there could be a disagreement about money. Oh, that never happens in relationships. Come on. You have the opportunity now to work out some issues with your partner. You can get on the same page by putting numbers on a spreadsheet. On Monday, with Mercury in Cancer, in your house of well-being, makes a square to Chiron in your house of self-thought. Negative thinking and criticizing yourself are not beneficial. You may be well aware of this, but it can be a hard habit to break. Consider going the entire day thinking only positive thoughts about yourself. Give yourself compliments, Aquarius. You'll end the day feeling energized and upbeat. Fair enough. And last but not least, Pisces. All right, Pisces, you may start the week feeling dependent on others, but Pisces, you are likely to finish the week feeling self-reliant and strong. This week begins with Mars and Leo in your house of work, making an inconjunct to Neptune in your own sign of Pisces. The last thing you want to do is to spend a full day doing work and drudgery. However, work may be on the schedule. Consider looking for a compromise where you do half a day of work and half a day of play. Or try the Pomodoro method of 25 minutes of work followed by a 5-minute break. On Monday with Mercury and Cancer in your house of romance, makes a square to Chiron in your house of self-worth. When you're looking for love, you can speed up the process of finding a great match by doing inner work. When you recognize how much you bring to the relationship, it's easy to attract a great partner. Look into exercises for self-love, such as suggested by the author Louise Hay. Romance is sure to follow. Nice. Very good, Pisces. Okay. That is going to do it for the 71st edition of the astrology report. What did we decide on that? Astrology report or horoscope report? I can't remember. Whatever. Okay, I like the Plants versus Zombies face, but I think I'm going to go with something better. Maybe this guy? I don't think so, but he'll be opening his mouth all the time. I don't like that. Oh. Eh. Too much skeleton. That's a really old zombie. Okay. Plants versus Zombies it is. All right, guys. Now we have come to the best part, the 71st edition of vocabulary. So, hold on one second. I am not prepared. What the heck is going on today, mister? Okay, hold on. All right, almost there, I promise. All right, now I'm ready. And for the very first word of the 71st edition of Englishing with James, decompose. Decompose. Say it with me, everybody. Decompose. Very good. Okay, decompose is to rot, to break up into constituent parts by or as if by a chemical process. Decay, rot. Very cool, very cool. That's a verb, by the way, guys. All right. Next on the list, number 2, cannibal. Cannibal. Say it with me, everybody. Cannibal. Perfect. All right. Cannibals, one that eats the flesh of its own kind. I mean, zombies are cannibals. I really don't know if they're alive or dead. If they were alive, they apparently or definitely wouldn't eat flesh of other people, but they're cannibals after they turn to zombies. So, all right. Brings us to word number 3, outbreak. Outbreak. Zombie outbreak. Say it with me, everybody. Outbreak. Perfect. Okay, an outbreak is a sudden rise in the incidence of a disease. A sudden increase in numbers of a harmful organism, and especially an insect. A sudden or violent increase in activity. Outbreak. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. On to number 4, undead. Undead. Say it with me, everybody. Undead. Okay, very good. All right, undead is not dead. Returned from or as if from death. Interesting, right? It's only possible in the movies, I think. I mean, we hear stories about people that died and then were brought back to life from a doctor, but never for more than a few minutes, I don't think. Undead. All right. On to number 5, monster. Monster. Say it with me, everybody. Monster. Perfect. Okay, an animal of strange or terrifying shape. One usually large for its kind. One who deviates from normal or acceptable behavior or character. A threatening force. All right. Monster. Okay. Number 6. Corpse. Corpse. Say it with me, everybody. Corpse. Perfect. All right. Corpse is a human or animal body, whether living or dead. A dead body, especially of a human being. The remains of something discarded or defunct. All right. On to number 7, plague. Plague. Say it with me, everybody. Plague. Very good. Actually, we have a plague that's going on right now. It's called coronavirus, but okay. Plague, a disastrous evil or affliction, a destructively numerous influx or multiplication of a noxious animal, an epidemic disease causing a high rate of mortality, pestilence. A virulent, contagious, febrile disease that is caused by a bacterium and that occurs in bubonic, pneumonic, and septicemic forms. A sudden, unwelcome outbreak. Plague. All right. On to number 8, maniac. Maniac. Say it with me, everybody. Maniac. Very good. All right. A maniac is a person characterized by an inordinate or ungovernable enthusiasm for something, a madman, a lunatic. Something about zombie movies and TV series. Sometimes the zombies are really slow, takes them forever to walk. Sometimes they're fast. Those are maniac zombies. Ooh, they're so fast. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay. On to number 9, apocalypse. Apocalypse. Say it with me, but say this one slow. Apocalypse. Perfect. All right. A great disaster, something viewed as a prophetic revelation. One of the Jewish and Christian writings of 200 BC to AD 150, marked by pseudonymity, symbolic imagery, and the expectation of an imminent cosmic cataclysm in which God destroys the ruling powers of evil and raises the righteous to life in a messianic kingdom. End of the world, apocalypse, we could say. Armageddon, same thing. All right. On to number 10, infection. Infection. Say it with me, everybody. Infection. Very good. Okay. Infection. The state produced by the establishment of one or more pathogenic agents, such as bacteria, protozoans, or viruses, in or on the body of a suitable host. A disease resulting from infection. All right. Moving on to number 11, Horde. Horde, the zombie hordes, people. Say it with me, everybody. Horde. That's easy, right? Okay. Oh, a horde is a large, unorganized group of individuals, a teeming crowd or throng, a lot of people together, or a lot of zombies together. That's a horde. And it's terrifying. Okay, number 12, and this is what we have to do to end these zombies. Headshot. Headshot. You can only kill them with a headshot. Say it with me, everybody. Headshot. Very good. That sounds crazy, but it's an actual term. Okay. Headshot is that's not the definition I'm looking for. Okay, a headshot. Here we go. Is a clear shot straight to the head. Headshot. Just what it says. Shoot in the head. Headshot. Okay. All right. And last but not least, reanimated. Reanimated. Say it with me, everybody. Reanimated. Perfect. All right. Reanimated is to bring someone or something back to life or to come back to life. To regain vitality or to restore vigor and zest. Reanimation. We die, then we reanimate, we come back. Like this. Wow, look at all those cracks in my skin. I need to put some lotion on. Huh? I do like the eyes, though. If they were both red, that would be better, I think. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the 71st edition of Grammar. No, vocabulary. Oh, my God. Cut that part. I'm really tired today. It's all grammar, people. Okay. Awesome. Here we are, 71st edition. We're talking about zombies. I really love zombies. I've been watching zombie movies, zombie TV series for, oh God, since I was 6 or 7 years old, maybe. It all started with Night of the Living Dead for me, of course. I know, grammar. What the heck, man? I don't know. And that's going to do it for the 71st edition of Sentence Structure. What the hell, Brandon? Okay. Back to the subject. I was never scared of zombies. I was always interested to watch these TV series and movies because, you used to always hear stories about how people can come back to life after they die. It's just a matter of never kind of pictured it as somebody that was hungry to eat other people's brains, but okay, it's definitely interesting. Oh, let's see here. God, so much to talk about with zombies. All right. My favorite zombie movie of all time would have to be 28 Days Later. I'm going to write that for you guys, both here and on IG, because if you guys haven't seen that, you really need to. All right, 28 Days Later, guys. So cool. This movie is something special. It's a British movie, and obviously there was an outbreak of what was called the rage virus around London, and everybody caught it. Everybody turned into zombies, but these weren't normal zombies. They were really fast. Imagine being outside and having a full-blown track star, running superstar from the Olympics chasing you around trying to eat you. That's 28 days later. Those zombies are so fast. Not your typical zombies. Okay. Here, let me show you a picture. 28 days later, zombies. You guys have to see this. It's ridiculous. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, let me find it. And that red eye reminds me of 28 days later, actually. Okay. And by the way, there's a sequel to that one too. It's called 28 Weeks Later, and it's also good, but not as good as 28 Days Later. Okay. What do these zombies look like? Where's a good one? Yeah, if you're used to the traditional slow zombies, you're in for a treat. No, that's not. How did I click that? That's ridiculous. I said so much cool stuff about the zombies in 28 Days Later, and you guys didn't hear any of that. Okay. 28 days later, people. Here's what the zombies look like. And I want to show you when they're running. Okay, these guys are all running after you. Doesn't look like it, but they are. And hold on. This is by far the best zombie flick. There we go. That zombie's even on fire and still chasing you. 28 days later. Great flick. Great. Okay. Favorite zombie TV series? No competition. The Walking Dead. My wife and I started watching The Walking Dead the first night that it premiered on Halloween 2010, and we never stopped watching. Great content, at least for the first 6 or 7 seasons. Great content. It's a little different now. Still okay, but not as great as it once was. All right, let's check out some Walking Dead pictures. I think we can do that. Hold on, let's see. Got to be careful about how I show you guys this stuff. All right, here's the group that tries to survive. From the zombie apocalypse. And by the way, it's an apocalypse. Okay. Here's the group of survivors from The Walking Dead, led by Rick Grimes. He's the number one in the group. Okay. You have to see some zombies, though. Hold on. That's what it's all about. This is a cool picture. That's the survivors once again. Aha! This is what the zombies in Walking Dead look like. And by the way, Walking Dead, when it first started, the zombies weren't slow and they weren't fast. Somewhere in the middle. They could catch you eventually. But now that they're in season 11, they've gotten slow. In fact, the zombies were smart enough to climb ladders and climb fences in the first 2 seasons, but they've lost all ability to think by the season 11. There we go. As you can see, some are a little more decayed than others. That's a good one. These look like my brothers, don't they? Oh, yeah. So cool. That looks like the one that gave us the announcement for the promo. Am I right? Am I right? Ooh, look at that. I remember her. She was in the first episode. Just imagine you turn the corner to take the alley to get to Walmart, and these people are in the back. Oh, not good. Mm-hmm. You know, she has such a big mouth. Somebody tell her she needs to shut her mouth. It's too big. There we go. Moss-covered zombies. Okay. All right. You know what? That's enough of that. But I want to see some Korean zombies because Korea does zombies like no other country. Oh, yeah. My fault. They have a UFC fighter named the Korean Zombie. I totally forgot. All right. There we go. Korean zombies. Korea makes some great zombie flicks, by the way. I've seen quite a few. In fact, they might have some of them. Train to Busan, guys. There's another one you have to watch if you haven't seen it. Oh, yeah. So cool. Celia's right. It seems to me like the Korean zombies just roll their eyes back in their heads so they have white eyeballs, huh? Train to Busan might be one of my favorite zombie movies. It's in my top 5. So don't ever pass up watching a Korean zombie movie. Look at that zombie. Oh, spooky. Yep. Those are definitely eye rolls, or they definitely have white lenses, but you are correct, Celia. Oh, look at that. Don't go to the second floor. Third is okay. There's the train to Busan. I've only seen parts of Rampant. It's an old style zombie movie. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Enough Korean zombies. I think it's time to do some Chinese zombies, huh? Let's see what the Chinese zombies look like. Celia says Train to Busan is a classic. Yes, it is. And there's also a part 2, by the way. It's called Peninsula. Also good. All right. Let's go with Chinese. Oh. So the Chinese zombies' fingernails just keep growing. By the way, Peninsula cannot be seen here. Okay, Celia, I am going to direct you to a way to watch it, regardless of where you live. You can count on me. I know ways. The Chinese zombies are a little boring. They just have white faces. Okay, cool. I can do that. All right, how about zombie movies, huh? There has to be Chinese zombie movies. Okay. That looks cool. Hey, not Chinese, not Chinese, not Chinese, not Chinese. Stupid. Okay, this looks maybe cool. Celia is telling me Chinese zombies don't walk, they hop. Really? They hop on one foot? I've never seen a zombie hop on 1 or 2 feet. Zombie 108. Okay, that one looks scary. Zombie Town. That is Korean, I think, again. Okay, this looks really good. History of Chinese zombies. Okay, fill me in, people. What's the history of Chinese zombies? Is there legend about zombies from China? I need to know about this because I was never told by any of my students that there are zombies in the mythology of Chinese. I have to know. I'm not really seeing. Okay, here we go. Chinese zombie. Ooh. I'd be scared of that one. She's probably fast. He looks scary. Yeah, we're going to check this one out. Top 30 Asian zombie movies. I have to know about this, but I'm not going to share that one with you. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, here's one from Hong Kong. Zombie in a Haunted House by Wen Yi. This is from Hong Kong. Oh, this is really old too. There's not much to say about this one as it's incredibly rare and might even be lost. So information about it is quite hard to come by. However, that is not to say the film isn't worth bringing up as it's the first Asian zombie film from pretty much all surviving accounts and the time. Frame of putting it in the late 50s is quite important in the context. Okay. Cool. Sounds to me that the Chinese started zombie movies. Okay, the South Korean Strange Dead Bodies. Looks interesting. Okay, here's another one from Hong Kong. The Haunted Cop Shop 1 and 2. Are these any good, guys? Yeah, I'm going to share this. Hold on. I think it's okay. The Haunted Cop Shop 1 and 2 by Jeffrey Lau from Hong Kong. Have you heard of this? This is part of the golden age of Hong Kong movies. This stellar two-pack of action, comedy, horror films focuses on the more of a ghostly vampire side to the genre rather than the typical rise from the grave effort. Yeah, definitely 1980s. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, then now that I have your attention, there's another Hong Kong one. Give me a second. Zombie in a Haunted House. That's from the 1950s. Have you heard of that one before? Wen Yi from Hong Kong is the director. Zombie in a Haunted House. Might be the first zombie movie ever. Exactly. Nope. Okay. This one sounds crazy. The Aliens and the King Kong Zombie from South Korea, of course. Right. Another Hong Kong. Mortuary Blues by Jeffrey Lau. Have you heard of Mortuary Blues? God, there's a lot of Hong Kong zombie flicks on here. I never would have known this. Okay, another one, Bio Zombie by Wilson Yip from Hong Kong. Looks like a horror comedy about a group of low-level drug runners who inadvertently trigger a zombie apocalypse in a shopping mall by an accidental release of chemicals to the patrons. My God, every one of these is Hong Kong almost. Now we have Bio Cops by Cheng Wai Man. Or Man, probably. One of the more hilarious Hong Kong horror comedies. Again, Bio Cops. Okay, Japan, finally. Junk Resident Zombie. Okay, I can see Japan having some good ones. Versus, I think I've heard of this one before. This is metaphysical. It balances numerous elements together in a completely original bent. Okay. Featuring a meeting between various gangsters that goes awry in a forest sitting over one of the gates of hell when the zombies of those killed there previously reanimate. Okay. Cool. What's Twins Effect? Where did you see Twins Effect? Okay. Moving on. Wild Zero. It's like a cult classic. Battlefield Baseball. A baseball team forced into playing against a zombie team that eats the competition if they lose and forces the opposing manager to bring a star player back to playing the game if they want to win. What the heck? Okay. SARS Wars, Bangkok Zombie Crisis. SARS Wars. This is great. Okay. Concerning a soldier arriving at a government research facility looking at developing a cure for a savage strain of the SARS virus. That's COVID, by the way, guys. Hilarious. Okay. Tokyo Zombie. I've heard of this one before. Malaysia. Zombies from Banana Village. Okay. Zombie Hunter Rika. I've heard of her before. Hell Driver. I've not heard of. Country trek through a zombie plague to kill the zombie queen at the heart of the apocalypse. So this zombie or these zombies have a queen, like ants. Okay, South Korea, the neighbor zombie. One of the most unique and creative ideas for a zombie outbreak film, this 6-episode omnibus-styled anthology takes an entirely new look at what occurs during and after the outbreak, with episodes dealing with how to treat loved ones who are zombified after the government orders a total extermination of the infected, and how to treat the infected with a cure to what lies ahead as the city attempts to rebuild and more. Remember that one. Schoolgirl Apocalypse from Japan. John Cairns. Sounds American. Singapore. The Scene of the Dead. Probably funny again. Yep, cheap and cheesy. I don't like cheap and cheesy zombie movies. Not at all. The Grave Bandits from the Philippines. Okay. This has an old school feel with modern comedic sensibilities. Okay, there's always a little bit of fun. Malaysia again, KL Zombie. Didn't realize there were so many zombie flicks around Asia. Miss Zombie from Japan. Run from Cambodia. Okay, probably me. Says rough around the edges. Dead Man Inferno from Japan. I don't know. Never heard of it. I Am a Hero from Japan. Soul Station. This is animated though. Yeah. Not a fan of animation zombie movies, but okay, it still might be okay. Train to Busan. Classic. Oh, Zombieology. Enjoy Yourself Tonight. That is another Hong Kong by Alan Lowe. Yet one more Shaun of the Dead tale, this time emerging from Hong Kong with an absolutely bizarre twist, as is expected from their style. Okay. Who knows about Zombieology? Enjoy Yourself Tonight. All right, Japan again. One Cut of the Dead. Rampant. I have to see this one. And that's it. Okay, I want to read this. Rampant says, as the success of Train to Busan was felt on a global scale, the same studio put together a follow-up that takes the zombie plague to a brand new location, feudal Korea, detailing the adventures of a disgraced prince returning from an imprisonment to find his kingdom overtaken by a foreign-based zombie plague. This is certainly fine when it's focused on the zombie action and gore, but gets too caught up in political intrigue and backstabbing for its own good. Okay, too much politics. Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool. So many different zombie movies from around the world. Maybe we can find. Okay, hold on. Let's see. It's ridiculous how many zombie movies have been made in the United States, but all right, let's share this. We'll just go through a few of these before we get out of here today. Hold on. All right, complete list of zombie movies. The Battery, never heard. The Zombie Diaries, this is from Hong Kong, maybe. I can't remember. Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Zombies versus Strippers. Junk. Zombies of Mass Destruction. Hell of the Living Dead. Severed, Eerie. I'll stop if I've seen them. One of the Dead, Rise of the Zombies. Eaters, Cockneys versus Zombies. Kill Zombie, Last Rites, The Dead. Colin, Shaun of the Dead I've seen. That's a funny one. Dance of the Dead, Bio Zombie, Bong of the Dead. Chanbara Beauty, don't know. Dead and Deader. By the way, it would be Dead and More Dead, not Deader. Deader's not a word. Zombie Honeymoon, Zombies. I've definitely seen that one. Zombie 3, no. Planet Terror, that's not really a zombie flick. Okay, maybe a little bit. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, The House in the Cemetery, Living Dead Girl, Harold's Going Stiff, SARS Wars, Srni Roy, that must be from Serbia. The Roost, Black Sheep, Andre the Butcher, Call of the Undead, The Children, Mortuary, Zombie Holocaust, Deadly Friend, Creature of the Atom Brain. Can you guys see how many zombie movies there's been? I've only seen a few of these so far. Frankenstein's Army, Horrors of War, Shockwaves. There was a Walking Dead a long time ago. I didn't even know that. 1936. Okay, never mind. Zombies came in the United States first. Zombie Apocalypse, Garden of the Dead, Dead Heat. They Saved Hitler's Brain. The Frozen Dead, Zombie Strippers, Zombieland. Zombieland's a good flick. I forgot about Zombieland. There's another great one, guys. Check out Zombieland if you get a chance. That's a fun zombie movie. World War Z, of course. Fast zombies. As soon as they're bitten, they change in like 5 seconds. Insane. Plus, it has Brad Pitt. Dude's awesome. Atina Jive Mrtbaka. It's another. Sounds like Serbian, but it has a bunch of Greek people inside of it. I don't know. Dawn of the Dead. That's great. Dead Girl. Light of Living Dead. Celia asked, do you think you can survive when zombies come? I absolutely can. I've watched so much zombie in my lifetime. I know what to do. Day of the Dead's a great one. American Zombie, I'm not sure. Growth, Hell Driver, Wild Zero. God, there's so many. Slither's not a zombie movie. Night of the Creeps. Days of Darkness, Horror Express, The Crawling Eye, Plan 9 from Outer Space, The Earth Dies Screaming. They Eat Your Skin, Serpent in the Rainbow. Okay, that's Voodoo Zombies. That's actually okay. It's not bad. I've seen that. There's an old one. I Walked with a Zombie. White Zombie. King of the Zombies Revolt, Sugar Hill, Weekend at Bernie's. That's not a zombie movie. Plague of the Zombies, Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on. Versus Beyond. Revenge of the Dead. Yes, I would definitely hole up in some heavily gated community and stock up on food and water, and would train everybody on how to kill the zombies. And you have to make sure I have a list of people, at least back home, that I would gather first, because you need nurses, you need doctors, you need scientists, you need military minds. You have to make a full community to survive in the zombie apocalypse. I myself would be somebody that would go out and scavenge for food and supplies. And I can cook too, so that's definitely beneficial. All right, cemetery, dead and breakfast, boy eats girl. I'm just going to scroll until I see something I've seen. The Horde. There's another great one. Okay, I know it only says 5.9, but The Horde is great. Really good. This is where it all started, Night of the Living Dead. George Romero. By the way, how did I not mention George Romero when talking about zombies? Okay, sure. There was plenty of zombie movies, back in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. But the real modern genre of zombies comes from George Romero. He started it with Night of the Living Dead. And then Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead. Those are all great. Although I think, I don't know, Night of the Living Dead's probably the best of all of his flicks. But I've seen them all and they're good. 28 days later, there it is. And there's also 28 weeks later. I don't know why that wasn't right afterwards. Zombie Hunter is really cheesy. Extinction, The Rage. By the way, there's a few that I've seen that I'm just skipping because I know they are terrible and I do not want to recommend them to you guys. I Am Legend is awesome. Will Smith. Let's see. The Crazies is really good. Ooh, I don't know if that's really zombies, but kind of. There's The Old Crazies. The Signal is very good. Not so much zombies again, but kind of. Night of the Comet. Wow, that's old school. I remember watching that when I was a little kid. That's good. If you're into those 80s movies. Yeah, I'm just going by so many bad ones right now. Creepshow's cool. That's not so much zombies. Return of the Living Dead. It's okay. Nothing special. I think we're going to hit 200 here and just say forget about it. Evil Dead is not zombies. Friday the 13th is not zombies. Okay, that's enough. Oh, man. I need to sleep better next time. Guys, Chunky? What's Chunky? Miss Celia? Get in my mouth. Can't get him. As a zombie, I wouldn't even be interested in this bug. I need brains. I need flesh. Oh, Chucky. Not chunky. Chunky. That means fat. Chunky Chucky. Anyway. All right, guys. that is going to do it for one of my more favorite subjects that we've had in quite some time, number 71, which was zombies. This has been a pleasure. Guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am for next week. It's going to be another great one. So listen, everybody have a very great week. If you see a zombie, get to shelter and lock the door. It's the only advice I can give you. Until then, till next time, everybody have a great week and we'll see you. Bye.